Distinguished speakers, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of the Singapore Standards Council and Enterprise Singapore, a warm welcome to all participants to the Standards Forum at the Industrial Transformation Asia Pacific or ITAP 2021. The annual Standards Forum began in 2018 and continues to remain a key event at ITAP. Despite the pandemic, 2020 saw the highest attendance with more than 435 participants. This year, our focus is on building the necessary standards capabilities and resources through partnerships to support enterprises in their Industry 4.0 journey. We are privileged to have very experienced business leaders and experts with us today to share their valuable insights on the role standards play in accelerating companies' Industry 4.0 journey and helping them to build critical cybersecurity and connectivity capabilities. We are also honored to have Dr. Jens Geiko from the German Standardization Council Industry 4.0 to share the role standards play in helping the German manufacturing sector upgrade its capabilities. The adoption of Industry 4.0 solutions is critical because manufacturing is a key sector for Singapore. According to the 2021 Bloomberg Innovation Index, Singapore ranks third for manufacturing value add and is the fourth largest exporter of high-value goods globally. We produce 20% of the global output of semiconductor equipment and an estimated 40% share of ASEAN's additive manufacturing market. The pandemic has forced our manufacturing companies to rethink their operations. On the one hand, companies need to tap on digital solutions to keep production running and strengthen their supply chains in the face of lockdowns and supply disruptions. On the other hand, they must meet Singapore's ambitious climate change targets, such as halving greenhouse gas emissions from a 2030 peak. Manufacturing companies must grapple with challenges, risk, and business opportunities associated with digitalization, sustainability, and supply chain resilience. Standards can play a critical role in enabling digitalization, sustainability, and resilience in companies' operations and value chains. For example, companies can tap on ISO IEC 30128, which guides the design of a cost-effective sensor network for smart manufacturing companies. This helps companies address the challenges of sensor connectivity and present new opportunities to use data and AI to manage their operations remotely. Companies seeking to improve supply chain resilience can also tap on ISO 28000, which helps to implement a continuity framework across the entire value chain. Certification assures customers that their supply chains are robust and unlikely to face any production delays. To assist companies in identifying the standards supporting sustainability, companies can refer to online resources and toolkits developed by ISO, IEC, and the Singapore Standards Council to use the catalogue of some 22,000 ISO, 5,500 IEC, or 330 Singapore standards to support the sustainable development goals. One example of a sustainability standard is the SS ISO 50001, which provides a framework for companies to manage and improve energy efficiency. By complying with this standard, local semiconductor wafer testing SME, Adentech Singapore Private Limited, reduced its energy consumption by 7% despite an increase in production needs. Companies can also tap on standards to implement Industry 4.0 technologies such as automation, additive manufacturing, or artificial intelligence to enhance interoperability, cybersecurity, quality, and safety. The Singapore Standards Council has adopted or developed more than 70 standards to support smart manufacturing. For example, SSIEC 62541 enables interoperability between hardware, software, and services in the manufacturing facilities. This ensures that machines, controllers, and cloud-based servers can communicate seamlessly, obsoleting additional gateways and adapters. With industry giants across the value chain adopting the standard, local companies can make the jump into Industry 4.0. Another example is SSIEC 62443, which helps companies adopt a life cycle approach to develop and maintain secure products. As part of this year's ITAP, ESG and the SSC collaborated with industry partners like Tufsuit Asia Pacific Private Limited, OPC Hub ASEAN, Responsible Cyber Private Limited, and Security Private Limited to conduct consultative clinics to help manufacturing companies develop deeper understanding in connectivity and cybersecurity. To further promote the use of Industry 4.0 standards, ESG and the SSC have partnered with the Advanced Manufacturing Training Academy to embed standards into training courses covering areas such as connectivity, cybersecurity, additive manufacturing, and robotics. Such courses will help play a critical role in building up the talent base required for the smooth implementation of Industry 4.0. To ensure the manufacturing sector remains at the forefront of technology, ESG and the SSC will continue to develop and promote the use of standards. In 2020, over 142 Singapore standards and technical references were developed and reviewed, benefiting more than 4,400 organizations. 48 of these standards were new, and many were relevant to the Industry 4.0, covering emerging areas such as the safety of additive manufacturing facilities and the use of drones for building facade inspection. Today, I'm pleased to announce the launch of 3 new standards for the manufacturing sector. First is the Singapore Standard 666, which provides qualification guidelines to help ensure consistent, safe, and reliable additive manufactured or AM parts. This will accelerate AM product development and reduce costs incurred for design amendments. Second is the Technical Reference 92, which covers design guidelines for various additive manufacturing processes, helping AM companies to mitigate any potential risk during the design stage. The TR helps to reduce lead time, costs incurred for design amendments, and prevent design errors which may cause serious injuries. The third standard is the Workshop Agreement on Cybersecurity, Self-Evaluation Checklist and Guidelines for Digitalization in Manufacturing. The agreement aims to help manufacturing companies identify their cybersecurity gaps as they digitalize and to mitigate risks such as unauthorized access, intellectual property theft, and operational disruptions. This agreement is developed based on international standards and industry practices. It will help manufacturing companies identify cybersecurity gaps and determine cybersecurity readiness levels. These new standards were developed with the support of our key stakeholders: Singapore University of Technology and Design, Singapore Armed Forces, National Additive Manufacturing Innovation and Cluster, Cybersecurity Agency of Singapore, Singapore Institute of Manufacturing Technology A*STAR, and Tufsuit Asia Pacific Private Limited. In line with the theme of this year's World Standards Day, a shared vision for a better world, I would like to thank our standards partners which have come together in our shared journey to develop and promote standards to support industry transformation to Industry 4.0. They have put in industry best practices and subject matter knowledge into these standards. Therefore, I encourage companies to use standards as a strategic tool to create more innovative products, develop more efficient processes, and adopt more sustainable practices. On this note, I wish all of you a productive time at the forum. Thank you.